So the Speed Force is both an extra-dimensional space and a concept. One of those things that's hard to imagine. The fact that they had to personify it in order to give it weight didn't surprise me much. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Flash, Episode 16, Into the Speed Force. And tonight's episode was all about regrets, about the circumstances that come and go and the choices we make. It's actually pretty interesting that for a Savitar episode with a whole bunch of speedsters in it, what we really got was a down and in your mind episode. It was actually kind of a It's a Wonderful Life. What would happen if you weren't you? What would happen if everything else was different? And we got it both as Jesse worrying about Wally, and we got it as Barry in the Speed Force. But let's throw that up there and get into some spoiler territory. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. So let's talk about the basics of the episode. We have two groups. We have Barry and Jay in the Speed Force, and we have the main group in the real world. In the real world, Jesse Quick wants to try to save, or at least avenge, her boyfriend. And that's a great plot, and there's lots of great moments with the characters, and it's definitely probably one of the strongest B plots we've had all year. But at the same time, we have the A plot. And the A plot's all about the fact that Barry is an idiot, and Barry doesn't understand what's going on. And, well, that's kind of the A plot of a lot of episodes, I guess. He's stuck in the Speed Force. At first, when Jay shows up, I really thought that it was a trick. But Barry thought so too, and once Barry thought so, I knew it wasn't true, because, well, Barry's always wrong. But oh man, the sacrifice that Jay just pulled. It really shows who the real hero Speedster is. And I hope we see him by the end of the season. I hope that when they lock Savitar back in the Speed Force, they can pull Jay out. In the meantime, we have the fact that we have our first weakness on this version of Savitar. Why would God need a starship? Or, oops, sorry. Why would an invulnerable, all-powerful speedster need a power armor? Well, we've been comparing him to Megatron this whole time, but I want to compare him to a different storyline. Specifically, remember Wally West was the Flash when he fought Savitar way back when. And in that, there was a point in time when Wally was Flash and he had his legs broken and he couldn't walk. So he had to condense Speed Force around himself and make his own armor. I wonder if that's what Savitar did. Whatever it was, Jesse, thanks to HR, thinking quickly, figured out that stabbing him in the neck, the vulnerable spot that's obviously not as armored as anything else, go for the joints, is exactly what she did. And now, we have a team of speedsters. We have one less than I would have liked with Jay trapped, but we have three. And all of them are going to go after Savitar. And what does that mean? Well, let's not forget we still have Killer Frost, Dr. Alchemy, and Vibe on the team as well. Savitar's really outnumbered. I'd really like to see him invest his cult with Speed Force as well, the way he did in the comics. Try to give him some speed ninjas, but I think that ship has sailed. However, at the same time, we have Wally West. And Wally West is still the fastest of the speedsters right now, and I kind of like that. What about you guys? What do you think about this turn of events? We have Wally on the reserve list, and we have Jesse taking Jay's place on Earth 3, and we have Barry and I'll deal with that later. But how do you like the turn of events of Into the Speed Force? I'd love to hear your opinion. But here's some of mine, specifically the CW romance problem. You know what? I really love drama. I love the fact that we have to create drama by having problems for our heroes. But my problem is when we create what I call fake drama. Flash has his own thing. Flash is the fastest hero alive, and there's a lot of ways you can threaten that. But at the end of the day, what they've chosen to do instead is to have this weird, oh, well, I love you, but I can't be with you. And of course, there's no reason for it. First of all, even if, and I'm going to go with a big if here, the question of why he proposed came up, the answer is simple. If you love someone, you want to spend the rest of your life with them. You either do or you don't. But at the same time, we have this whole, well, what are they going to do? And now this is also mirrored with Wally and Jesse, except handled better with Wally and Jesse, because at least theirs makes sense. And with the whole Savitar fight coming, There's so much drama built up already. But now we have next week's episode, which is the crossover with Supergirl and the musical episode, and it seems so weird that in the middle of planning to fight Savitar and save his girlfriend's life, he's taking a time out to help Supergirl sing and dance. But that's just my opinion. Leave me yours down in the comment section, and of course, as always, I'd love to talk about these in future videos. In the meantime, I need you to like and share this video, as well as subscribe to my channel to help me build a community, so that we can talk about all of the Brilliantiverse, along with all the other stories we examine, as we take a walk through the heart of the stories we tell. Up next is Legends of Tomorrow. I hope you have a good night, and thanks for watching.